This just in, the Yankees will not be 162-0 this season. I know it seemed all but certain after the last 5 days, but alas, it was not meant to be. Okay, it was pretty obvious that the Yankees were not going to go undefeated. Anyone with a rational brain would know that. But man, I was hoping that, even though I knew the streak was going to end, I was hoping we'd put up a little bit more of a fight tonight to keep the streak alive. And also, I'm not going to be, I'll just get this out of the way, I'm not going to be one of those people. And by the way, apologies for the lack of highlights in tonight's video, but there were not many highlights today. Very few in the Diamondbacks route of the Yankees. I'm not going to be one of those people who say, see that was awful, blah, 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 this team sucks. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I'm not. If you want to find a doomer, go to Reddit, okay? I am not here to be all doom and gloom. Yeah, it's disappointing tonight that we lost. It kind of sucks, but you know what? It was going to happen. It was bound to happen, and we've been so lucky over the first 5 days that, you know what? Let's take it. Let's take the loss, and let's move on tomorrow, and let's try to get a series victory. And the other reason why I'm not mad today is we took on one of the best pitchers in the National League. Well, arguably one of the 3 best pitchers in the National League in Zach Gallen. And he was terrific tonight. We had a chance early on, and I'll go through the play-by-play here in just a second, but we had a chance early on to get him. We had a couple chances. He was struggling early on in the first 2 innings and then really settled down. We had a chance, but we just couldn't capitalize. It was like the 2023 Yankees all of a sudden. The highlight of this game was Garrett Cole's interview with Yes Network. That was really, there was nothing really to break down. But top of the first inning, we get 2 walks from Torres and from Judge for Gallen. And I mean, the Diamondbacks had a first inning mound visit in each of the first 2 games. So things were looking good there. We had 1 runner on, well, actually, after the Glaber walk, then we had Soto ground into a double play, which was a bummer, but I guess, Soto's not going to be Superman every time. By the way, Juan Soto led the National League with 23 double plays grounded into in 2021. It's amazing he wasn't on the Yankees that year, because that's all we did in 2021 was ground into double plays. And then we had Judge walk. I'm thinking, all right, we got something, and then Rizzo grounds in the second. Then in the bottom of the first, we had Nestor on the mound today, and much like his game against the Astros 5-6 days ago, he also struggled in the first inning. Gives up a double to Marte, an RBI single to Alexander. That scores a run. Then Alexander's still second, then a single to Walker, and then a single to Suarez. And it's 2-0, and Nestor was just throwing batting practice there to all the Diamondbacks players. And then he gives up an RBI single to Moreno as well. And it's 3-0, and it had only been 1 out. And it looked like it was going to be so much worse than that. So it could have been worse. Thankfully, Barossa bunted into a double play. The Yankees made a fantastic defensive play there. A good job by the entire team there, pulling off the DP there to stop the bleeding. But yeah, right after the first inning, things weren't looking good. Obviously, when you're down 3-0, you don't usually win games down 3-0. But I was thinking maybe this Yankees team's different. They'll pull off something. No, but this is an issue. Look, Nestor did fine, and I will say this: he really settled down after that. He did not give up a single run after that. Credit to Nestor for in the first 2 games starting off bad, but settling down and putting the Yankees in an opportunity to win. So credit to him. His final line, 5+ innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. So yeah, terrible in the first inning, but he had an okay start after that. Both times, but if we're going to need Nestor to step up here, if he's going to be the number 1 for a while, he's going to need to not have those bad first innings, okay? I know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, but it'd be nice if you started well too. Just a thought, Nestor. But a struggle there early on. And then in the second inning, the Yankees had another chance to get things going. Back-to-back singles by Volpe and Cabrera. Shout out to Volpe, by the way. What is his batting average? 600 at this point in the season? Terrific. So 2 runners on, and then with 2 outs, and then Jose Trevino strikes out swinging. And then from then on, it was lights out from Gallen. We did get a 1-2-3 inning from Nestor in the bottom of the second. As we mentioned, he really settled down. Bad call in the top of the third. Look, the umpiring was the umpiring is bad tonight. It's not why we lost, but there were some bad calls. Terrible strike 3 call there on Aaron Judge in the top of the third. But again, he's like 6'7". Please let the guy, give the guy a break. Top of the fourth, nothing to, another bad call there. Stanton actually it wasn't a bad call. Stanton just swung out of the strike zone. I don't know what he was just, Gallen threw it like so far to the right side, and Stanton swung at it for some reason. Oswaldo made a nice diving play in the top of the fourth. Nestor had 2 runners on the bottom of the fourth, struck out to end the inning. So we just needed something, and then nothing. Third inning, 1-2-3. Fourth inning, 1-2-3. Fifth inning, we get Cabrera to walk, and Trevino grounds into a double play. And then we had another really questionable strike call there from from Rizzo in the 6th inning. That was bad, and that led to he grounded into the pitcher there. And that was pretty much it for Gallen. 6 shutout innings. Terrific job hit by him today as he really silenced the Yankees bats. And then blah blah blah. How about this? Nestor in the 1st inning through 2 starts, 6 earned runs. Nestor in 8 other innings, 1 earned run. Again, just please do better. And then the bottom of the 7th, we had Oswaldo, after making the great diving play in the 7th, made an error. We had a walk for Alexander. Jake Cousins comes in his first Yankees appearance, and he does not give himself a good first impression because he immediately, well, not immediately, after second batter, gives up a 3-run bomb to Walker, and the Diamondbacks take a 6-0 lead. That was pretty much the end of it here, as Arizona wins this one here in a pretty dominant fashion. But, yeah, look at it. Just this is the kind of Yankees offense that we were expecting for... this is the Yankees offense we got a lot of last year. This is what we expected. But I'm recording this here in the bottom of the 8th, and only hits from Soto, from Volpe, and Oswaldo. Everybody else went silent. It was another quiet night for Judge. Another bad night for Rizzo. He's batting 190 now. I'm looking at this here, and we're really being carried by like 2 or 3 guys. Because I'm looking up and down the lineup, and Glaber's batting 174, and Judge is batting 130, Rizzo's batting 190, Stanton's batting 150, Verdugo 143, Trevino 111. It's like, how is this team 5-1? Because of Oswaldo and Soto and Volpe. That's pretty much why we're in this position. It's wild. You would think that this team, the guys that are great on this team are really great, but there's a lot of guys right now that are really just stinking up the joint. But it's fine because we keep winning games. Tonight we just weren't able to do it. Those big 3 that I mentioned, Oswaldo, Soto, and Volpe, they were the ones again that got the hits tonight, but it was only 3 and no runs batted in, which is going to kill us here. And we left 4 runners on base, and we had 1 runner in scoring position, and Trevino grounded into it. I think struck out when that happened. Whatever. So a sucky night for the Yankees. Bad night overall. Terrible night, really. But again, we're 5-0. Now we're 5-1. We did really well for ourselves. I mean, we could be the Astros. Well, I guess the Astros had a no-hitter yesterday. We could be the Athletics, who, they're gonna have an awful. They're 1-4 right now. We could be the Marlins. They're 0-6. We could be the Mets. They're 0-4. We could be in a lot of worse situations here. So yeah, this game was bad. Not ideal, but we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna step up. I truly believe in this team now, and I believe that these guys who aren't hitting well, which are a lot of them right now, I think they will find their way, especially Judge. Eventually, Judge is going to hit a home run. I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be after Labor Day. I'm not sure when. But he's going to break out of his shell. Stanton, too. I'm expecting good things from Stanton and Rizzo as well. But, oh well. It's one of those nights. That's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and you like to see, make sure you subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow. Yankees Diamondbacks, Game 3 of the series. Can the Yankees win the season series? Stay tuned. Take care and God bless.